Hello Newcomb family, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to welcome you guys back to my parents' kitchen. So if you don't know, we have a video on my mom making authentic Brunswick stew and her famous macaroni salad. But during those videos, she asked about making an apple pie. So we've had quite a few requests about making homemade apple pie. That's homemade crust and the filling. So we're back in Grandma Honey's kitchen to see how she makes her apple pie. So, Grandma Honey?
Hi, I am so glad that you're joining us again. Remember in my other video, I promised hubby that I was going to make an apple pie? Well, he's been asking me about it. And it looks like we're going to try to do it today. Right now, I'm going to do the crust. The next thing we're going to do in making the apple pie is that we've got some nice, beautiful apples. Now, I know the standard is Granny Smith, but personally, I love to mix apples. Red Delicious apples are not really a good one, they say, to make apple pie, but it's whatever I have on hand. And that's, when you live on a farm, you couldn't go to the grocery store, so you just made whatever you had. Now, in the sugar mixture that I have right here, I have 1 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a dash of nutmeg. And it also has 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And what that's going to do is the juices from the apples will start coming out, and what it'll do is it'll help bind it a little bit better. They will flow real nicely, trust me, but you don't want it too runny. But anyway, what I'm going to start now, I'm going to start peeling the apples. And what I have right here is a Golden Delicious, and oh, they're Honey Crisp. That's what they are. So anyway, we're going to just start peeling them now. All right, dear, I think we're almost there.
You all ready? We're rolling.
So you can pour the rest of the sugar on it, please. And,
That shall be done.
And mix it up really, really good.
All ready? Oh.
And you just stir it. I like to mix it in as I cut the apples.
So what size pie are we going to make?
A 9-inch pie. Did you want one bigger?
That's why I keep asking the question.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's big.
Yeah, it's going to make a nice pie. And see, that wasn't hard at all, was it?
I got to incorporate all of this into these apples. Got them looking good. All right, got it all incorporated. How's that, babe?
Ta-da!
How's this look?
It looks great.
Okay. Now.
All right. Now, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take this, and you hold this over here. Now, don't put it on my pie crust.
All
thank you. You don't want to ruin that beautiful pie crust because it is delicate. But if you did tear it, it's not a big deal. I can put it back together. It's not a problem. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do, don't turn it that way. Turn it, yeah, back here. What I'm trying to do is, I want to make sure it all fits in there nicely, like a little puzzle. Okay. Okay. There's some sugar. Wait, I'm not done. I want to.
Let me stir
Can you get it all out? And then I'll move it around. Okay. Let me get a spoon from over here. I can use this one. Okay, got it. Okay, you got it all out?
Got it all out.
All right, I'm just gonna make sure that we get all this goodness that's gonna really sweeten this pie up. I just want to make sure it's just even in there. And that's going to cook and bubble up and sweeten everything. Now, in our household, we use a lot of butter. A lot of butter. So when I go to the store, I make sure I buy quite a bit, have it on hand. I don't know of anybody that has too much butter. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's looking good. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dot it with 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to put it all around the pie so it'll melt down. I'll cut it up, honey. I'm just going to... Thanks. Can you take this for me? Whoops. There we go. Ah, perfect. Whoops, I got a little hole here. I'm sorry. Just making sure it's all even. I wish you could hear my birds singing to me right now from outside. They sound so beautiful. All right, I'm just going to cut little pieces and put it all the way around. Now, we're going to go to the last stage. So, let's talk about what we've done. So, we've got nice pie, bottom crust. I made 2 double crust, so that's 2 pie crusts. Now, if you were going to do like a custard pie or something like that, all you would need to do is just 1 single layer, of course. So, we're going to get this ready. And this is our last step. Okay, as you can see right here, you can't even tell where I used the scraps off of my bottom crust when I trimmed it and put it in the top crust. So it doesn't hurt it at all. So what I want to do is I'm just working it a little bit. And then I'm going to need some more flour. Flour is your friend. You don't want too much, but you don't want that dough to stick on your board either. Some people use a pastry, like it's real long. I'm sure you've seen them, but I just like this board. I guess it's because when I make my chicken and dumplings, I just use it because it's easier to cut. So anyway, okay. Now remember on the first one, you're going to take your edge of your hand and you just go down 3 times this way, and you're going to turn around and you're going to do it on the other way. What it does, it starts helping you so you can roll it better. All right, let me add a little bit more flour on top. Okay, now we're going to start rolling it again. Roll it from the center out. center out. You're just going to go around in a circle. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Enjoy what you're doing. Cooking is not hard, and it shouldn't be work. It should be fun. And especially when you have a family as big as mine, and we all get in this one kitchen. It's a ton of us. Then I have to edge around. Can't move, but I love it. And then you got these little hands that are hugging your legs. And I just love that too. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is make sure that I'm going to take this right here, and I'm just going to take it, and roll it over a little bit so the other side gets a little flour. Does it make sense? And I'm just going to unroll it so it doesn't stick. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay. Keep just going around. As you can see, my little circle is coming together. Okay. My rolling pin is old too, if I didn't say that too. Used it for many, many years. Okay. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I'm just going to add a little bit of more flour to make sure there's no moisture. And I think that's going to be, oh, you know what? Let me cut the oven on to 400 degrees. And this is going to cook for 50 minutes. So let me go ahead and cut that oven on. I'll be right back. Okay, we got that oven going now. So we're cooking with gas, literally. All right, so this looks like it's going to be big enough for this beautiful pie. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, plenty big. Now already, I wish you could see this. You can start seeing the juices coming out of the apples already. That's going to be good. You want your house to smell really, really good. Fix anything with cinnamon, and it'll be delicious. Smell it. Okay, I'm going to take this now, and we're going to put it on top of our pie. Okay? So we got this cuteness going. You want to be gentle with it. Okay. And you just start on the edge. And that's what's so good, to have a rolling pin that rolls. Because look, roll it right on there. Now, I probably can move it over, but you know, it's not a big deal. You just take it and move it a little at a time, and it'll move right on over. Okay. Yep. That is pretty. Okay. All right. I'm just going to start pulling this in just a tiny bit because I don't want it tight. I'm kind of forming. I can feel my apples, so I'm just kind of putting it on there and forming it around the apples. Okay. All right, I'm going to trim it. Now, what I'm going to do is, I trimmed it a little bit shorter the first time, but this time I want a little edge around it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to crimp the pie, and I'll show you how to do that. It's going to be tucked under, so that's why I want to leave a little bit more than I did when I did the bottom crust. Okay, I'm just going to turn it around, just keep going, edging my way. As you can see, I want it hung down. It's not as short as the bottom crust was. Now, my mom would take these little strips here, and we would roll it out, and she would fry it up in a pan and put cinnamon sugar on it. It's like eating donuts. It's really good. My mom was so clever in doing a lot of things. Okay, we got our little bottom one there. We're going to take it and we're going to tuck it. See? Did you see how I put that in there? I'm just raising, see that bottom one? I'm raising it up and I'm just tucking it. Tucking it. Okay. And we're going to do that all the way around. Okay, you just keep tucking it in. Just keep going around. This is the rim, the edge. Okay. All right. We're almost there. See, we've gone a long way. And if you see where you didn't tuck it is good, just go back and redo it. So, see that bottom? See the top? Just tuck it in gently. Sure, this is going to take more time if you didn't do the crust, which that's okay too. If you don't want to do a crust, you can still make this pie by going and buying Pillsbury pie crust. I know sometimes when I don't have time and I need to make a pie for an event that I just found out that I was going to, then just grab one that you already purchased and voila. Because as you can see, doing the inside didn't take long at all. All right, see these pinchers? My pointer, you're gonna take it and you're gonna use it like that. See, can you see that? And you're gonna push it in a little bit and you will make it come together. See, this is really, it's called crimping. Put it in, pinch it. Put it in there. You're moving this finger this way and you're grabbing it with your other hand like that and you're pushing into it. It's real easy. Real easy. And it's simple. This is my favorite way of doing the pie. I just think it's pretty. Other ways are different too. I've even done a lattice one where you have to do strips and then you weave it like a basket weave. Oh my goodness. Now that took some time, but boy was that pie pretty. Okay. All right. See, once you get going, it doesn't take long at all to do. You know, cooking to some people is therapy. You get in the kitchen, start cooking, it's just something about it. Okay, what do you think? Look at this. Now, here's the finishing touches. Now, I have some cinnamon sugar mixture, and I didn't measure. All I did was put in about 4 or 5 tablespoons, and it has like a little shaker. As you can see, it's well used. I used to make cinnamon toast for my kids. But anyway, I'm going to sprinkle that on top of the pie. But the first thing I'm going to do is, in all my pies, you can either do slits, you can either do it like that, like just a little slit for the steam to escape. So you need that. But anyway, I don't do a slit in my pie. I cut a heart. So I'm going to do a little heart. Sometimes it isn't always in the middle, but it's a heart. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay. So here's my little heart. All right, butter, come on now. Okay, come on. There we go. Did you hear my oven? It's ready. Okay, there's my heart. Now I'm going to take some cinnamon and sugar. Now you can make your own or you can buy it. So, and I'm just going to sprinkle some on top. You can either, if you're not a really cinnamon fan, just take it and put some regular sugar on it. So I gave hubby the choice. Did you want cinnamon sugar or sugar? He said cinnamon sugar. So that's what I'm going to do. And he likes a generous amount. So there we go. And you know what? The woman in the kitchen and in her home, she is the heart of the home. So there's my heart. So it is ready to go in the oven, 400-degree oven. And we're going to leave it in there for about 50 minutes. But one other thing, my daughter just gave me this beautiful pie shield. And what it does is I have a gas oven, and sometimes it cooks it really fast, and the edges get real brown. And even with this, it still gets brown, but it keeps it from not being so brown. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to cook it some and then put that on there because I'm scared it'll mash it down. So anyway, this is ready to go in the oven.
Okay, guys, it's been about 10 minutes, and we're going to put the shield on, right, Patricia?
Yes.
Alrighty, so we're going to open this thing up here and just take my time real easy. Slide it on over here and slide it down on there. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Now,
So
and that's
hopefully
going
it
to
won't
save
get
the
too
top.
brown.
There we go.
Thank
Okay.
you, Dawn, for giving me the pie shield. You're an awesome daughter. Okay, the timer's gone off, honey, so you want to check out the pie? See what it
Alrighty.
looks like? So what do you guys think? Does it look good? Let's take it out and take a look at it. Take the shield off of it once you get it out. Do you want it browned a little bit more, or what do you think?
I think it looks great. Look at that. That is awesome. Wow, that's perfect.
Well, here, let me just touch it. Oh, yeah, it's done.
Okay.
I tell you right now, it's done.
All right.
Look at that. Now, honey, turn it around so they can see my little heart that I cut out. There you go. Look at that. Isn't it pretty?
That's perfect.
You too can make this pie. You saw how easy it is. And you can't mess up.
So what else you going to fix for me, babe?
You know, my mom, I was growing up, Mom made the best peach cobbler, and it's so simple. You make it out of stuffed rice and flour. So I think, and it's real easy. So I was thinking about doing that for my next video. So if you would like to see a homemade peach cobbler, and it is so simple, such an easy dessert you can take to church or home, my family loves it. If you would like to see that to be the next video, comment below and let me know. And I'll be glad to share that recipe with you.
Okay, we're going to cut the pie here. Wow, look at that crust. Perfect. We've let the pie set for about 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. Flaky. Nice and flaky. All right, guys, it's time to do the taste test.
Did somebody say taste test?
Come on.
Hey Gary, come on in.
Okay,
Let's see how this tastes.
Patricia.
Wow, that looks great. Thanks,
Gary, Patricia, and that's for me. Thank you, Lord, for this food.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
All right.
All right. The apples are soft, Mom.
Oh my goodness, that is really, really good.
Mom, so the crust it's very flaky. The apples are soft. You can really taste the sweetness of the sugar coming through, the cinnamon. I'm not really sure about the nutmeg, but I'm sure I'm sure a little bit of it is in there.
Yeah. I can taste it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's very subtle.
Yeah.
Like I said, they can use Granny Smith if they
Oh
like
wow, that is
it
really.
to be a little bit more texture, but my family likes it this way.
The crust is perfect.
I'm telling you, it really is. And you know, this is absolutely delicious. Could try a little whipped
try some
cream.
with the
I don't know.
whipped cream.
Sometimes, of course, we have an a la mode, put vanilla ice cream on it, and let it melt across that, which is another way to serve it. Would you like some, babe?
No thanks.
Well, that cream really sets the flavor off. It really brings that sugar forward. There's no subtlety to how flavorful that is with the whipped cream up on top. Wow. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Now, that looks like a wrap. A job well done.
Definitely.
100% agree.
Thank you, sweet Jesus.
Good gosh, this is fantastic.
I'm telling you the truth, it is. That is really good. That's one of the best pies I've ever tasted.
It's the best one you've ever made.
It is.
Don't say that every
Every
time.
time.
The crust is real pretty. It didn't overcook.
It's perfect.
Not at all.
It's perfect.
Do you think the heat shield helped?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Oh, most definitely. Because a lot of times this will get really dark brown.
Right.
And when you have a gas, everybody's oven is different, but it seems with gas.
What do you think? It's perfect. That's absolutely fantastic.
I just can't believe how good it is. I mean, I don't have to even think of an adjective to describe it. It's the best.
I can't wait for the peach cobbler.
We'll definitely have to get some ice cream for that.
Gosh, Mom, this is crazy good. I mean, absolutely fantastic.